The opinions expressed on this program are solely those of its hosts, guests, or callers, and do not necessarily represent the opinions of WTBR-FM, its management, other producers, or sponsors.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Cultural Pittsfield Radio Show. Happy New Year to all around. Happy New Year, Bev.
So it is a new year, too, isn't it?
I did just see this really funny. Larry David. Do you know Larry David, the comedian? He created Seinfeld, and now he has that show, Larry David Show, Curb Your Enthusiasm. He put something on Facebook about this. He's greeting a guest at the gym, and she's saying Happy New Year, and he says something like, how long do you have to say that? Isn't there a statute of limitations on saying Happy New Year? I say 3 days. After 3 days, you don't have to be happy anymore. I mean, the guy is nuts. So,
but he's right.
What I do say, I say Happy New Year to people for the whole first week of January. And frankly, if I haven't seen someone I might see them next week, the second week of January, I'm still going to say Happy New Year. I'm sorry, but that's how I am. My husband is on Larry David's side. He's like, I agree with him. How long? I said in an email, how long do I have to say this? And I'm like, you know what?
That's like, can you send Christmas cards after Christmas?
Well, I think you can do what's easy. Do what's easy for you. So I'm saying Happy New Year to all involved. I hope people had a peaceful holiday season, calm, and on to 2023 we go. Onward and upward we go.
It seems unreal.
Isn't it weird? 2023. I'm writing it down and it just looks odd.
Well, it looks like, it makes you feel like, wow, we're really in the far future.
We are far from the Back to the Future days, for sure. 2023. So Happy New Year to everyone out there. We do not have a guest for this first week of January because people are still catching up on all of their emails. But we have a lot to talk about in the new year. We're so happy to be onward and upward to 2023. The cultural calendar is filling up really quickly between us in the Office of Cultural Development. We are gearing up for the 10 by 10 Upstreet Arts Festival, which happens every winter in the dead of winter. This was created by Julie Boyd, the former artistic director at Barrington Stage Company. They do the 10 by 10 New Play Festival at Barrington Stage Company, and she came to our office and said, would you like to collaborate on this winter festival? And our office said yes, we would. So the Berkshire Museum, the Colonial Theater, Barrington Stage Company, Hancock Shaker Village, Berkshire Historical Society at the Berkshire Athenaeum, Fireworks, Berkshire United Way is doing a 10 times the fun event. Berkshire's Jazz does some concerts. Bosquet has events. So we will be solidifying that in the coming weeks and talk more specifically about that. And stay tuned to Love Pittsfield for more information on that.
I have a question, though.
Yes, I'm ready.
What exactly is the Deep of Winter?
The Deep of Winter? You mean what are the dates?
No.
Did I say the deep of winter? I might have. That just means the depths of winter. People come out in the dead of winter in February.
Dead of winter. That was
dead of winter. Maybe I said dead of winter. I remember when we started the fireworks, it was freezing cold, but people bundled up and came to see it because we are all looking for something to do in the dead of winter. So gear up. February 16th to the 26th. We also have a lot of outdoor recreation partners that do things. Mass Audubon, Berkshire Natural Resources Council, BNRC, curling at the Boys and Girls Club. So there are outdoor recreation activities as well. We are partnering with Jacob's Pillow, as we often do, and they will be doing a workshop at the Boys and Girls Club. And the artists from the Liechtenstein Center for the Arts, there are 9 artist studios at the Liechtenstein Center for the Arts. They will be coming out of the studio, we call it, and have an exhibit at the Liechtenstein Center for the Arts for the month of February. So lots of things to be gearing up for in the new year.
Yeah.
2023 is here.
I'm
and
ready.
We are welcoming it with open arms. We actually are gearing up before the 10 by 10 to do an exhibit at the Liechtenstein Center for the Arts in honor of Nicholas DeCandia. He was a photographer in the Berkshires. He recently passed away. And this is a retrospective show, and his wife, Renee, is working very hard at gathering tidbits of his photographic life. And it's really cool, the depth and breadth of his work.
Yeah.
She's been bringing it in all week, and Sean McCusker is helping her hang it. And that will be open in January with an opening reception on Saturday, January 21st. And we're looking for people that knew Nick and want to say something about Nick. He lived an amazing life, and his Berkshire's life was filled with photography. Mm-hmm. We were fortunate to work with him during this State House photography exhibit, Take Another Look, that took a closer eye at food insecurity and the faces of hunger. And that was so amazing moving to be bringing that to the State House. So look for more information on that, a retrospective show of Nick DeCandia's photography. It will be at the Liechtenstein Center for the Arts throughout the month of January. More information to come on that in the coming week or so for sure. But lovepittsfield.com is our wonderful website. It's hard to believe it's been more than a year that we have had Love Pittsfield.
I thought it was longer.
Oh, good. That's good. It's been about a year and a half that we unveiled it. And well, that means that you're so used to it.
Yeah.
That's good. That's a good thing. Good thing. The new year. Happy New Year, everyone. This is the Cultural Pittsfield Radio Show. We're so happy to be on WTBR 89.7 FM. My name is Jen Glockner. I'm the director of the Office of Cultural Development for the City of Pittsfield. Bev Prentice is operating the board, as she does so well every week.
Thanks.
Oh, yeah. We are moving onward and upward in 2023. I did see this recently and screenshotted it, and I think it's very a simple way to make resolutions. New Year's resolutions you can actually stick to in 2023. Let go of the toxic people in your life.
Easier said than done.
Yes, but I like it. Mm-hmm. Recognize what you can and cannot control. Mm-hmm. I like that. Mm-hmm. Create a self-care menu. What are some things you do for self-care?
Read.
Reading is good.
Yeah. Puzzles. Crafting.
Yep. That's good. I like to just sit and drink my coffee by myself.
The silence.
Silence.
Yeah.
Peaceful. Respond to hunger and fullness cues. Now, isn't that interesting? Because it's not a health-directed resolution, but it does have a health meaning.
Whose hunger are we paying attention to?
Our own.
Oh.
So if you're hungry, eat, but if you're full, stop eating. Respond to hunger and fullness cues. I love that. This one's good. Do one daily act of kindness.
Oh, I like that.
Do one daily act of kindness and cut yourself some slack is the last one.
Oh, that's a hard one.
Right?
Yeah.
Aren't those good? Those are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I pulled that from the Today Show. New Year's resolutions you can actually stick to in 2023. I think that everyone works really hard on resolutions every year. And it's probably something we should be thinking about all year round, but it's easy to do at the beginning of the year, a fresh start, a fresh year. Let's go. Let's start with these resolutions. So whatever works for everyone. 2023, bring it on. It's January of 2023.
Have you ever had a resolution that you were able to carry on beyond the first week?
I don't know. I don't know if I don't really do resolutions out loud. I think in the back of my head I say things. I'm not a big resolution person. I try and keep it all year. So that's a good question. I guess the answer is no.
Have you?
Do you do resolutions?
Not really. I tried very hard not to make resolutions because I know I'm going to break them.
And then you're just disappointed in yourself.
I am, yeah.
And that's no good. That's no good at all. We are looking forward to 2023. Lots of cool, new, exciting things on the horizon. Have you heard about Hot Plate Brewing? So Hot Plate Brewing is a new brewer that's coming to Pittsfield, and they have been working so hard at coming to Pittsfield.
Okay.
They express their love for Pittsfield all the time. This is a couple, Mike and Sarah. They moved from Brooklyn, I believe, and they started this brewery, and they will be opening in the Anoda building. Their entrance will be on Summer Street in the coming weeks. I think within the next month they will be opening. So about a day ago, follow them. I follow them on Facebook, Hot Plate Brewing Co., C-O period, or on Instagram. And the most recent thing they said is new year, new beer. As we're closing in on a soft opening, hopefully in a few weeks' time, we're moving full steam ahead to make sure we've got as much inventory as possible. So they're finally brewing at the brewery. They live in the Berkshires and have been doing some home brewing.
Yeah.
And they do these growler shares to share their
What's that?
their beer. So a growler is a big thing of beer. And they have been brewing and giving away growlers of beer for Berkshire residents to taste. So I think that craft beer has become a cultural icon in Massachusetts, in the country. But, you know, Massachusetts has Treehouse, which is this craft beer company in middle eastern Mass, and now there's one in Deerfield. And then, of course, Pittsfield has Wandering Star. Chris Post and his crew have been around. Big Elm is in Great Barrington. And so they're coming in at the greatest time to Pittsfield with this craft brewing company, Hot Plate Brewing Company. Mike and Sarah are the owners. They have a tap room that they are opening off of Summer Street, right at the corner of North and Summer Street. So follow along. They're so great at posting. For Third Thursday, they did some tastings when Wandering Star had their beer tent. They did the beer garden. They did some tastings. They have been a great collaborative community partner for the cultural community in Pittsfield. We're super excited to welcome them officially when they open in Pittsfield. They were at a holiday cultural craft market that CosQuest put on right before Christmas. That was on Friday, the 23rd of December. And they were selling gift cards to their not yet opened brewery, which is an awesome gift. Buy your friends a gift card. They also have really good merchandise. So congratulations to Mike and Sarah for all that they've done in the last year plus. And it sounds like it's finally coming to fruition as they're hoping for a soft opening in the late January.
Sounds like they're going to be popular.
I think they are going to be popular. Hot Plate Brewing Company is happening in Pittsfield late January, early February. Look for more information on that. Happy New Year, everyone. This is the Cultural Pittsfield radio show. We are so happy to be on WTBR 89.7 FM. My name is Jen Glockner. I'm the director of the Office of Cultural Development for the City of Pittsfield. Bev Prentice is here operating the board. We are still saying Happy New Year, no matter what Larry David tells us. He says there's a statute of limitations on Happy New Year for 3 days. I don't agree with that, so we'll be saying it throughout the month of January. Happy New Year to everyone. Lots of stuff happening in the new year in Pittsfield in 2023. The Berkshire Museum is coming on with the new executive director in the next couple of weeks. Kim will be on in an upcoming episode. We're excited to welcome her to Pittsfield and the Berkshires at the Berkshire Museum. Hancock Shaker Village is closed for the season after their Holiday Nights exhibit, but they are opening for a one-day winter chill, the big chill in winter, part of the 10 by 10 festival, and that will be on a Saturday in February, the Colonial Theater is taking part in the 10 by 10 festival coming up on Saturday, February 18th. They will be doing a performance of the Magic Treehouse production that they're putting on. This is the production that travels through elementary schools in the Berkshires and beyond. And it is The Night Before Dawn is the name of this production. It is always based on a book, and this one is The Night Before Dawn, and it is a story of medieval knights, and it's very cool. They have a cast
is that
of
K-N-I-G-H-T?
Yes,
Oh.
K-N-I-G-H-T. And Mary Pope Osborne, who is the author, lives in the Berkshires, and she's such a key component, she and her team, to making the book translate into a play.
Nice.
It's a very cool collaboration. So look for that. The public is finally able to go see that after it's been touring in the elementary schools throughout the winter and the fall and winter months. That's Saturday, February 18th at the Colonial Theater. Barrington Stage Company, of course, is doing their 10 by 10 new play festival. That will be coming. That announcement will be coming soon. Those are 10-minute plays, and they are phenomenal.
How long has that been going on?
Well, that's a good question. I think we're in the 12th year. We were just talking about this, Siobhan and I. I'm pretty sure we're in the 12th or 13th year of this 10 by 10 new play festival and the 10 by 10 Upstreet Arts Festival. This is a collaborative effort between Barrington Stage Company and the city of Pittsfield. Downtown Pittsfield Inc. is getting involved this year with Restaurant Week. There will be a restaurant week in the 10 by 10 festival. We are solidifying all of these events as we speak with more information.
Does that mean free samples?
Come. Sure. In some situations, it might mean free samples. But the funny thing about the 10 by 10 festival is in the middle of February vacation, and a lot of the restaurants, in a great way, are busy because there's families that come for skiing for the 10 by 10 festival and for the February vacation, and they go skiing at Bosque and skiing at Jiminy Peak. And so they go to these restaurants. So I think that the restaurant week will feature things that restaurants already have, but will feature them in a all collaborative, inclusive highlight. These are what our restaurants already have. And Hot Plate might be doing something, the Hot Plate Brewing Company. Bosque, we're hoping, will be a little bit involved in the 10 by 10. We're happy Milltown Foundation is the sponsor of the 10 by 10 festival. So that's very, very exciting. And Barrington Stage Company and the Colonial Theater, Berkshire Theater Group, are announcing their seasons ongoing, but the Barrington Stage Company has said that Cabaret will be their opening musical. So that's going to be very exciting.
That will be fun.
We're excited to welcome their new artistic director as well. Lots of new faces in Pittsfield, and we welcome them with open arms and all of the activities that we do, of course. LovePittsfield.com is the newsletter, the website and newsletter that we put out every week. We do invite people to subscribe to that newsletter, Love Pittsfield, and also to submit your events to be a part of that newsletter. We post your events for free on our newsletter and on our website because we want to spread the love for Pittsfield and all.
That's such a great idea.
It is a great idea. I think that we definitely all need more love in the world. And so Love Pittsfield is a good thing to spread about all the great things Pittsfield has to offer. So let us know if you have an event of any kind. We want to tell the world about it. Once again, this is the Cultural Pittsfield radio show. We are so happy to be on WTBR 89.7 FM. My name is Jen Glockner. I'm the director of the Office of Cultural Development for the City of Pittsfield. We have Bev Prentice here operating the board, and we are saying a great big Happy New Year to everybody out there.
I like how you're saying we are saying.
We, you're a part of it, Bev. You are a part of it. We do not agree with Larry David, who has the statute of limitations on the Happy New Year saying. We're going to be saying it. I'm going to be saying it all through the month of January. Happy New Year. 2023 is here. Bring it on. Bring it on with open arms. The city of Pittsfield has lots of things going on in the 2023 year. We are planning the 10 by 10 festival, as I've said, Barrington Stage Company, the Colonial Theater, Berkshire Theater Group, Hancock Shaker Village, Arrowhead, the Berkshire Museum, the Beacon Cinema, all of these places. The Berkshire Athenaeum will be alive with events throughout the 2023 season. So we invite you to stay tuned for all of those events on lovepittsfield.com. We also, which we've talked about this on and off throughout the last few months, the city of Pittsfield is using some ARPA funds to do a PR campaign, a public relations campaign. Mm-hmm. And we're working with a consultant and a PR firm to bring in writers, bloggers, and influencers to write about their experience in Pittsfield. And it's been very cool. It's been very cool for the residents of Pittsfield to experience what others have to say and say, wow, I live here. I didn't know this was happening. I didn't know this. But it's also been very cool for the tourism of Pittsfield, because I just heard from the Hotel on North general manager that there was a couple that came to stay at the Hotel on North because they had read a blog from one of these writers that stayed there, and that's the reason they came. So it is indirectly affecting the tourism and the economic development of Pittsfield. So these writers are doing things, eating in Pittsfield at restaurants, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. They're going to the Berkshire Museum. They're going to Hancock Shaker Village. They're going to Arrowhead for tours of where Moby Dick was written. I mean, right here in Pittsfield. Amazing. Mm-hmm. They're going to Bosque skiing and tubing. They're going on hikes in the Pittsfield State Forest and at the boulders. They're taking picnics all summer and fall. They went to Roots Rising Farmers Market in Pittsfield. Any events that are happening, they are a part of it, and they're writing about it and telling the world. So this has been...
That stops us from taking it for granted.
It does. It gives us a fresh new perspective, mm-hmm. and I agree that it stops us from taking it for granted. So it's been a great experience to read about others' experiencing Pittsfield. So that is continuing. And what's really cool is we thought originally this was kind of a summer and fall project, but it's continuing into the winter because people and families want to come here and experience Pittsfield in the winter for hiking and tubing and skiing.
Hiking in the winter?
People hike and snowshoe and cross-country ski.
Oh, yeah.
They bundle up. Everybody bundles up and gets outside and enjoys all that Pittsfield and the Berkshires has to offer. So that there is also information about this campaign that I'm talking about, the ARPA City of Pittsfield Public Relations Campaign. That is on lovepittsfield.com. We've posted articles from other entities, the writers that I'm speaking of. When they post them, we share them on social media, but we also have a section on the Love Pittsfield website.
Oh, nice.
Where we post them because it's cool to see other people talking cool things about
I'll
Pittsfield.
Have to take a look.
Yes, we are excited to be continuing that campaign throughout 2023 through the spring and summer season. The Berkshire Flyer, there is not a lot of information yet. That is the train that takes passengers from New York City to Pittsfield. We hope to have some more information about that in the first quarter of 2023. So we are hopeful that that will have another season in the summer. That was the Amtrak train that took people from New York City to Pittsfield on Friday and then back on Sunday. And it's a great first step into expanding the transportation possibilities in Pittsfield. So we thank Amtrak. Berkshire Regional Transportation Authority, BRTA, had a big part in that, as did BRPC, Berkshire Regional Planning Commission. There will be a quiz about all of these acronyms.
Oh, dear.
At the end, because there are a lot of acronyms.
I gotta go.
The Berkshires. Once again, this is the Cultural Pittsfield radio show. We're so happy to be on WTBR 89.7 FM. My name is Jen Glockner. I am the director of the Office of Cultural Development for the wonderful city of Pittsfield, here with Bev Prentice running the board on this, the first show of the new year. So we are saying Happy New Year. We wish you all the best in 2023. I'm saying onward and upward often for 2023.
Okay.
That doesn't necessarily mean that anything bad happened in 2022. I just think it's a good thing. Onward and upward we go.
It's always different.
It's always different. And I feel like onward and upward has a positive connotation. We're saying, let's move
sounds
forward.
Like you're saying, charge.
Charge. Charge. Maybe I am. I don't have a sword or any weapon, so it's a very positive charge forward. Onward and upward we go in 2023. If you have resolutions, good for you. We wish you all the best in keeping those. I think keeping it simple is a good way to move forward, and taking a lot of deep breaths. And I will forever be optimistic and positive about the future.
Aw,
We have to stay that way.
that is a great resolution.
Yes, optimism and positivity in 2023 will get us, I think, really, really far. We are talking about a lot of events coming up in 2023. Stay tuned to lovepittsfield.com and subscribe to our newsletter, the Love Pittsfield newsletter, for the up-to-date information on these events that we are speaking of, having to do with Barrington Stage Company, the Colonial Theater, Hancock Shaker Village, Arrowhead, Berkshire Museum, the Beacon Cinema, Berkshire Athenaeum, and all of our cultural partners. We have some art exhibits at the Liechtenstein Center for the Arts, and some events for the 10 by 10 festival involving all of those cultural partners and many more. So definitely stay tuned to lovepittsfield.com or follow us on social media for all of the upcoming events in 2023. Anything else to add about resolutions?
Don't eat the yellow snow.
Don't eat yellow snow. I think that's just a thing to note in life. As we move forward in life, we should always remember that. I'm going to read these resolutions once again that I pulled from the Today Show Facebook page. New Year's resolutions you can actually stick to in 2023. Let go of the toxic people in your life. Recognize what you can and cannot control. Create a self-care menu. Respond to hunger and fullness cues. Do one daily act of kindness. And cut yourself some slack.
I think my favorite is to do one act of kindness.
I think
It's
that is
so
a
easy.
wonderful thing. It is very easy, and that applies to staying positive and optimistic. Do one act of kindness, one daily act of kindness. I think that is definitely something to
Even
think
if it's
about.
only for yourself.
That's right. That could fall into the self-care menu as well. We're very excited about 2023 and all it has to offer culturally and more in the city of Pittsfield. The calendar items will be on lovepittsfield.com and on our social media pages. Once again, this has been the Cultural Pittsfield Radio Show on WTBR 89.7 FM. Thank you, everyone, for all that you do, and Happy New Year. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Have a great week, everyone.